What's going on, everybody? This is Ray with the Houston Film Fanatics. We are here at the Hobby Center checking out the latest show they have for us, Sleeping Beauty and Her Winter Night. It is playing December the 12th through the 24th. We're going to go behind the scenes and get to check out some of the cool cast performing numbers that they're prepping for the show. There's a ton of star power in the show. John O'Hurley, Garrett Clayton. You are not going to want to miss it. So let's go behind the scenes and check it out. Absolutely.
My thing.
Well, Debbie, thank you so much for talking with us today. Now tell us about the character you play in the show.
I play the bad one. Isn't that that's the only one that cares about.
Hey.
I play Carabosse, which actually is Maleficent. Like everybody knows her as Maleficent. So I'm Angelina Jolie. Hey, what's up?
I love it. Now, how much fun is it getting to play the villain?
Oh my God. Who wants to be the good, pretty girl? Who cares? Who cares about the good, pretty people? I want to be the bad one with the heart of gold.
That's fantastic.
Not really, with the heart of lead, maybe.
Now, tell me how you got involved with this show.
I paid a lot of money to my agent to. No, actually, the musical director is a guy named Michael Orland from LA, and he sort of said, "Why, Debbie's a Tony Award winner, and she see how to drop that in. She would be perfect for this." So it sort of happened really last minute, and I was available, and woo,
Hey,
Houston.
Houston is glad to have you.
I am
in this
glad
show.
to be in Houston.
Now, okay, so this is kind of an updated, twisted, a little bit of a twist of a version of Sleeping Beauty.
Right.
What kind of things can we expect that are going to be different from what we have seen of Sleeping Beauty so far?
Well, first of all, you're going to see an unbelievably talented cast. Like, I'm not saying that that's different from what you've seen, but the entire cast is just like chock full of unbelievably talented people. But you're going to hear all these like contemporary pop songs put into the show. So and they're short enough that like no one gets bored and starts thinking, wait, where's Lady Gaga? She should be doing the show. It's enough. It's short and sweet, and it's fun, and like the audience participates, and it's great. They get to boo me all the time. You better get your boos together.
I'm going to practice my boos.
Let's go.
All the way home. It's good. Boo!
Oh,
Boo.
come on.
Boo!
There you go. That's
I'm
much
ruining
better.
other people's stuff right now. I'm so sorry. Well, Debbie, thank you so much. We're very
Okay.
excited to see you
Thank
for this
you.
show.
Thanks,
Thank you.
guys.
Well, thank you so much for talking with us today. You play Nanny Tickle
I
in
do.
this show. Tell us a little bit about your character.
Well, Nanny Tickle, I can't even say Tickle. Nanny Tickle is what's called a panto dame. And like we said earlier, it's a 300-old tradition. It kind of actually dates back to Shakespeare times where men used to play the female roles. And so in panto, there's always a matronly, motherly character. And I play it named Nanny Tickle. She's kind of a cross between Mary Poppins and Paula Deen, actually.
Do you like butter? Just
I
checking.
love a lot of butter. A lot of butter.
Well, your character seems over the top and so much
Yes.
fun. And it seems like you've had a lot of fun playing this character because this isn't your first time.
That's correct. I actually play this character at the Laguna Playhouse, and I love this character. I'm one of the panto dames for the Lithgows, which is such a great honor. It's so much fun to do that. I think that every male actor should have to put on women's clothing at some point so that you really understand what that's all about, because it's a lot of work.
Guys, take notes.
Yes.
Get those heels on,
Get
gentlemen.
your heels on. You got to carry the weight between the first toe and the, just like that. So.
Well, what is the one thing you're most excited about audiences seeing in this show?
Well, I played this house I think 5 years ago. I was in Happy Days, the musical, when it was here. And I just remember loving this space so much. The size of the theater is so great. And when we did this at the Laguna Playhouse, it was a wonderful, wonderful production. But this is now expanded. We've really expanded it specifically for Tuts. So I'm just really excited to perform in this space, and also to bring the joy to Houston, because it's such a wonderful, wonderful Christmas show, and it's kind of our way of being Houston strong and giving back. because it's really this show is all about joy and love and celebrating the holidays.
Absolutely, and you look like you're having a blast when you're doing this.
I am having a blast, except I do wear like an inch thick of makeup on my face. The eyes like come out to here, so if you're in the front row, it's fair game.
You're going to see a lot, is what he's saying.
A lot more than you would hope.
But you know what? You are going to see the show because, this isn't going to be missed. This is going to be great.
Yeah.
But thank you so much. We're really, really looking forward to it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Absolutely. First off, we're really excited to talk to you. Tell us about your character in this show.
My character is Good Fairy, and I am all about spreading love and light and changing the bad fairy to good. And saving Aurora, of course.
I love that you have a prop, too. You're the only person we've talked to today that brought their own props. That's fantastic.
Just in case you need a little Good Fairy magic today.
I could always use some Good Fairy magic every day. Now, you have got such an amazing career. How did you, come from doing all the wonderful things that you have done to being able to grace us with your presence for this show?
Well, I actually played Good Fairy in Laguna Beach, California last year in this production. And when I was asked to come back, I was like, of course. I love the Lithgow family panto, and I had such a great time last year. I thought, of course. And then we got to come to Houston, and so I was like, yes! Love Houston.
Absolutely, and we need all the love we can get right now.
Yes.
So it's fantastic that you are here. Now, is there a favorite song you like performing during the show?
I do 2 songs in the show, and I love both of them equally.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I would say, but my favorite song in the show is not even my song.
Oh.
But my favorite song that I sing is probably, if I had to pick one, would be Oh Holy Night.
That's good. It's classic. It's Christmas time, so we're ready for that.
Yes.
Well, and I was asking everybody else, so have you been to Houston before?
Yes, I've been to Houston quite a few times. And this time, since I'm going to be here longer than I've ever been, I want to try more restaurants.
Oh my God, there are so many things. I didn't get this figure without eating here in Houston.
Where should I go?
Oh my God, El Tiempo, Mexican food, Tex-Mex. You're in Texas, you gotta get some Tex-Mex.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, Papacitos, every place I would name is like Tex-Mex.
Okay, well, I need that list.
I'm gonna write it down. It's gonna be great.
Because I want barbecue, I want Tex-Mex.
Killen's barbecue.
I always get Whataburger every time.
Yes.
I have spicy ketchup.
Even our camera guy over here, he's like, yes.
We went to Burger Joint last night, or a couple nights ago, but I'm looking forward to trying everything, and Tex-Mex is right up my alley.
Excellent. Now, last question. What has it been like working with this amazing cast?
Oh, it's been awesome. I love our cast, and we all get along really well, and I think we mesh well for the show. So that's perfect. And then children are my favorite in the cast. Our children are so talented and so sweet and so, they have a lot of manners, honey.
Hey, that's good.
They've been taught well.
That's good.
And so, we just have a great time, and I'm looking forward to it. This is the first time we've had, I think we've got 20 or 30 something children in the show, and they're so fierce.
That's awesome.
So I just look on from the side of the stage oh yes. So they're doing so good, and I love them.
Well, I can't wait to see the show. Houston can't wait. Thank you so much.
Can't wait.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for talking with us today.
Absolutely.
You play Silly Billy in the show. Now, tell us a little bit about your character.
So every panto is a 300-year-old sort of British kind of theater where there's always a nebbish narrator that leads the audience through the show. So my character is the sort of nebbish wannabe knight that desperately just wants to find a girlfriend, wants to find his true love in the show. And it's my job to sort of lead the audience through the show, but also improvise. So I'm constantly riffing with the crowd. I'm constantly talking with everybody. And no show is like any other show when you come to see a panto. So yeah, I'm just kind of the wimp of the show.
So you're saying to get the full experience, we need to see every show.
Correct, yes.
Okay, everybody mark that down.
Yeah.
We're going to everything. Now, you have got kind of a crazy resume. You have done all sorts of crazy stuff. What is it like coming from doing TV, film, that kind of great stuff to musical theater?
It's interesting. I don't do a ton of theater. This is I've been working with the Lithgows now for 5 years in a row, and honestly, I'm a theater guy at my heart. I do a lot of television, I make a lot of crazy music videos and stuff, but this is really For me, the joy of being an actor is getting to riff with a live crowd, and particularly working with this company of people. I get to really have the freedom to joke around and to improvise so much, and as a comedian, it's a blast. So I absolutely love it.
Do you ever get like stage fright with that? Because I've often seen like comedians, they're trying to riff with the crowd, and sometimes it's like it's a rough crowd. I mean, do you ever worry about that?
No, with something like this, we've got such a wonderful script by Chris Lithgow that we can just sort of deviate from it at points and then return to it. And these crowds for the holidays are just so excited, and Panto's really exciting because it's constantly interactive. So, you're encouraged to boo the bad guys, you're encouraged to cheer the good guys. Please cheer for me. So it's a lot of fun, and obviously, keeping it family friendly as I'm riffing is probably the one challenge for somebody that does some R-rated comedy. But no, it's great. I have a lot of fun.
Now, what is the one thing that people need to remember when they come to this show?
I would say, obviously Houston's had a tough go the last few months, with hurricane recovery. Like, come to just smile and have fun. I think, as somebody that lives in Los Angeles, most of the cast is from Los Angeles. We're really excited to be here in Houston and hopefully spread some holiday cheer. So come to let loose and have fun, and definitely interact. Like, I know if you haven't seen a panto before, it can be a little intimidating to sort of shout things at the stage, but we encourage it. Shout things. The audience, we like to say, is just another actor in the show, and it's always throwing curveballs at us that we have to react to. So it's a blast.
Well, I know that I'm really excited about it. You guys should be really excited about it. Thank you so much for talking with us today. I appreciate
What will I do with just a floating?
John, we are excited to have you. Now, tell us about your character in this show.
Well, I played the king, so everything kind of begins from him. What's unusual about this show is that not only has it been contemporized with modern music and rewriting the story, but it's also been colloquialized, so that it's all about the references that you'll hear from Houston. I'm the king of the kingdom of Houston. And I'm merging my kingdom with the king of King Alfred of River Oaks.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that so much. Are there other things that are going to tie it to Houston?
Oh, there are many, many, many things in the show. I won't be the spoiler that tells you all of those, but many things that are kind of woven in a very funny way.
Excellent.
Jokes and asides.
Now, I love that. I think there's a lot of people that are fans of you that do not realize that you can sing amazingly.
Oh, well, thank you. I started off actually in opera and then moved from there to Broadway, to daytime television, to the West Coast, and it's been a slow descending spiral ever since. I started off singing. I still continue to sing. I have my one-man show called A Man with Standards that I tour around the country now, and it's my 90-minute show that's kind of a retrospective on songs from the American Songbook, but also growing up in the shadow of gentlemen who had standards.
Fair enough. Now, is there a favorite song you like performing during the show?
Well, this one, yeah, there's, believe it or not, I actually at one point get jiggy with it.
Yeah.
And I sing Footloose.
That's awesome.
With the rest of the cast, but I have a solo moment on it, and I love it. I mean, that's just a wonderful tune. Who would have thought I'd ever be singing Footloose? It's just,
Now, tell me, why is this the must-see holiday show that Houston audiences need to get down and check out?
Well, because you will never see a style of theater like this anywhere else in the country. This is the panto style, the British style of music theater where kids are allowed, and adults as well, are allowed to scream and interact with the actors on stage during the show. So every show is different. Every show has a life and a vitality of its own. It is the act of the infinite possibility with songs that you'll understand, colloquial references that you'll understand, and it's a laugh out loud show. That's the beauty of it. We all have such a good time, and it just celebrates the joy of theater, which is really what it's all about.
Well, I cannot wait to see it. I know Houston can't wait to see it. Thank you so much for talking with us today. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for talking with us today. Tell us a little bit about each of your characters.
Do you want to start off, Sleepy?
You want to go ladies first?
Ladies first, I guess. Well, the really cool thing about this version of Sleeping Beauty is it's a lot more modernized and it's a little bit more feminist, and so she's convinced she doesn't need a prince, and she just so happens to have met one, and they fall in love. But I really do love that she is much more self-sufficient than the Sleeping Beauty that we all know. So she's very cool and her own person, and I love that about her.
Awesome. Tell us about your character.
The prince, he in the same token, they do have an arranged marriage, but they meet on accident without giving too much away. He's a little bit, I always describe him, he starts off vapid, and he learns humility through
That's
her.
good.
You know, he's used to get it. My way, I guess the example I can have is, when everyone laughs at the boss's joke, no matter if it's funny or not,
Yep.
she's the person who doesn't have to laugh at the joke.
Nice.
So she doesn't. And that's why he likes her.
Also, good job, by the way, on that.
Oh, thank you.
Now, both of you have got a background that includes acting, TV, film. What is it like going from that to the theater?
We're both huge theater buffs, actually. Like, both of us have a huge passion for theater and have done a fair amount of it because we love theater so much.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree, and it's definitely, you get that instant gratification that you don't get with television, which I think makes it really fun and really exciting.
Well, okay, so one of the things that I was admiring is the casting for this is fantastic. I mean, you guys have so many talented people in this show. And I mean, it's nice seeing theater where there is usually a lot of like stars in it. Usually you get one or two, but you guys are packed. What has it been like working together on this?
We all have said we struck gold with this cast.
We
Everybody,
really did. Everybody's so kind and everybody's so incredibly talented, and usually there's at least one person that's kind of mean sometimes.
and so
but,
dedicated.
But everybody's just been incredible, and we got so lucky. We got so lucky.
Are you guys getting to enjoy Houston while you're in town? See the sights?
We get our first day off tomorrow, so we'll let you know.
Fantastic. So keep your eyes peeled, everybody. Now, what is the one thing you want to tell audiences why they need to come down and make this their must-see holiday show?
Because it's modernized and it's interactive, so it's a story that everybody knows with things that will help people connect to it. So we have modern songs, we have modern jokes. It's really fun, and we have jokes for adults and for kids and everybody in between. So
And for those who live in Houston, these shows, when they're made, are tailored to the location that they're at. So when we did them in LA in the past, maybe we'd reference a restaurant or a location or a person that everybody knows in the community. We completely alter that for the city we're in.
Very, very cool. Well, we're very excited. Thank you guys so much for talking with us today. I can't wait to see the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.